My name is Jerry Carrasco. This is my demonstration speech. I will be demonstrating how to sculpt a skull out of clay. Sculpting a skull out of clay is a great way to learn the basics of the skull's anatomy. It actually gives you a better understanding of the planes of the skull and the landmarks. Today, I'm going to show you in 4 steps how to sculpt a 3-dimensional skull. First, we're going to dive into the stuff that you need in order to sculpt it. You're going to need NSP medium clay. It could be in green or brown. Your flat tools and your scoop tools. Hope everybody can see that. And then you're going to need an X-Acto knife. This is actually optional if you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Now that we have all of our stuff to start the clay sculpt, we're going to dive right in. What you want to do first is have a ball of clay about 1 3/4 inches. It doesn't have to be super exact, but something pretty close to it. I've already gone ahead and started to mask in the skull. And what I mean by masking in is that you start the back portion of your skull. Make sure that it's round. Make sure you have a defined chin in the front of your face, just like this. Hope everybody can see that. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to make orbital sockets, or your eye sockets. In order to do this, you're going to grab your pinky and you're going to push in like this on one side and push it on the other side. Just like that. Just make sure too also that you have your front fastened. You can roll it on the table like this to make sure that you have a forehead, just like that. In order to define your sockets more, you push them back against the skull like this, because your eye sockets, your orbital sockets are actually at an angle. When you look this way, it's actually at an angle, just like that. After you're done with that, we're going to move on to the next part, which is your nasal bone. In order to get your nasal bone, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to get your pinky again. You're going to go right below the orbital sockets or your eye sockets, and you're going to get your pinky just like this, and you're going to push up, push up, push up, and then stop. Then you're going to pinch them together like this, and now you have your nasal bone. Hope everybody can see that. Now that you have your nasal bone, you're going to create the front part of your mouth, the barrel of your mouth, and when you do this, you're going to pinch the front right below your nasal bone. You're going to pinch it and swipe it across, just like this. Just like that. Now when you do that, now you have the barrel of your mouth, you're going to create your chin. You want a more defined chin, so you're going to pinch the bottom parts of your skull, just like this. Just like that. And you're going to pinch it, pinch it, pinch it, and bring it forward. And now your skull has a chin, just like that. Now, for the next step, we're going to move on, and we're going to create your zygomatic arches, okay? In order to do this, you're going to grab your 2 fingers and you're going to pinch the top part of your skull, just like this, right next to the orbital sockets. You pinch, pinch, you have some temples, and then you're going to squeeze and pinch out your zygomatic arches, just like that. You can do on one side like this, and then do the other side. Just pinch and pull away, just like that. Now you have zygomatic arches, like this. Now you have an option to cut away underneath to make it there's a little hole right there. It's up to you if you want to do it or not. As you go more into to define it, that's totally up to you. Now next, after that, you're going to create your jawline. And to do this, you're going to grab your flat tool and you're going to dig in right underneath the zygomatic arches, just like this. And you're going to just push and scoop. Push and scoop on both sides, right underneath the zygomatic arch. You push and scoop, just like that. Now you have a defined jawline on both sides, just like that. Now the last thing you want to do is you want to do your front facets of your zygomatic arch, which is right underneath the eye socket. You have a facet that goes diagonal like this. In order to do that, you're going to cut away with your X-Acto knife, or you can also use your finger. I'm going to use the X-Acto knife. In order to do this, you cut at an angle, just like that. On the other side, you're going to cut at an angle, right underneath the zygomatic arch, and then pull away. Now you have your facets on both sides, just like that. Now you have your basic anatomical 3D skull. Now we're going to go over the review of what we did. So what we did first was we gathered all materials just like this, your NSP medium, your tools, your X-Acto knife, and your flat tools. And then what we did next was we masked in the skull, which is the back part of the head. We put in our orbital sockets, we put in our nasal bone, and then we created our zygomatic arches, and then we created our jawline, which is on the side right here. Now I know that this is just a basic skull. Later on you can dive deeper into it if you want to make it more realistic. That's totally up to you. And I hope this demonstration helped you understand more how to sculpt the skull in NSP clay. Thank you.